Give it up for Sparkles over here. Onika McLean, everybody. McLean. How do I say it? I don't know. You're named after a McDonald's sandwich. I don't know. A failed McDonald's sandwich. I've always wanted to open up for a McDonald's sandwich. Now I can die happy. Give it up for all the comics, guys. We had a show kind of here last week. Let me tell you a little story. I came here, there's 55 people coming. It's like a half a foot of water in this place where you guys are sitting. So I had to drag 50 some odd people to a club down the block. I sat them down, the manager said, okay, we'll do a show. The owner gets on the phone, says, I don't care, get them out. I'm like, what do you mean? Get them out, it's my place. And it was raining. Like it was earlier, but it was just nonstop. Ran down the corner to another place. The guy said, okay, ran back. And then I ran 50 people around the block the other way. So I had the show. So now we have a dry show here. Thank you guys. Coming out. A lot of people don't want to be around me. I always think it's my personality. But a lot of things go wrong. I think I have a cat, what do they say, cat 9 lives? I'm running out of them. Like a few years ago, I had a few surgeries. Like a month and a half ago, I did a 360 on the LIE through 4 lanes and hit the middle divider. And I didn't hit anybody. Thank you. So I figured out people don't want to be around me because basically they just don't want to die. Just don't want to. It's my luck. That's all it is. So I was saying, he was telling about his medical malformities, the previous comic. A year and a half ago, I had emergency gallbladder surgery. They removed my gallbladder. I lost 11 pounds in the hospital. So now I ordered 3 more operations for organs I don't need. Who needs appendix, right? Who needs tonsils or legs at this point? I need to get laid at this point. My doctor said to me, after I actually have a doctor now, I have insurance. He said, Evan, it turns out you're borderline diabetic. This is what he told me. I said, Doc, there's no way I'm borderline diabetic. Test me again, because I know I can pass this once. He said, put the cheeseburger down, get the fuck out of my office. Fuck. I had 2 operations on my penis, exactly. He just held it. He just said, holy shit. Green light surgery, it's called. First surgery, I had a catheter in me for 2.5 days. She just made like a puke sound. Exactly. Not comfortable, not fun at all. Next surgery, I had to have it in me for 3.5 days. But after the first surgery, the doc failed to tell me I was going to have the catheter in there. And I'm waking up out of surgery. That's like the world's worst surprise party. Like, wake up, surprise, hold that in you. Thank you. Because I was peeing a lot. Yeah, what happens when you hit 40 and you're overweight and you pee 40 times a day. That's normal, right? And after the second operation, I had to wear Depends, just for a little bit, because I was dripping. That's hot, right? I was dripping. Uncontrollable pee spasms. You find that hot? You turn like, no. Well, you're not into guys with Depends? No? So I was getting gas earlier today. And it's so cheap, gas these days. Beautiful woman next to me, getting gas, I turn to her. I'm like, oh my God, $2.19 for gas. What year is it? She turns to me and goes, don't talk to me. I posted that on Facebook. I got like 50 likes of my imaginary conversation. I had to admit it was an imaginary conversation. I had to have 50 arguments. It never happened. Oh, God. Well, this is what I'm doing with my life, guys. This is it, guys. What are you doing next week? I'm either here or Broadway. I don't know. I think it's Broadway. Why don't we all come to Broadway next week, too? No? Yes, 6 o'clock. So, I kind of get compared a lot to Amy Schumer. I don't know what it is. We're kind of similar. We're both fat alcoholics. I'm not too fat. I'm not too much of an alcoholic. Yeah, I'm fat, but the alcoholic part, no. And I kind of think we're similar to, for instance, she performed at Madison Square Garden like last month. And one time I performed in the Catskills, and the headliner wanted to stop at Hempstead, which is the ghetto of Long Island, at 3 a.m. because he wanted to smoke crack for an hour. And I was just looking at one of those memorial trees, and I'm like thinking, if I get shot here, they're not going to make another memorial tree. I'm just going to be another white boy in the hood. Example number 2. She won an Emmy for a TV show. You guys know that? She won an Emmy for a TV show. I once won a can of chicken broth at an open mic for a dead baby joke. This is what I tell my dad when he pays my rent. Dad, I'm eating. I just want a can of chicken broth. I'm eating this week. Don't worry. Nobody came to the show, but I have a can of chicken broth. It's okay, Dad. She was able. This is the last example. I actually wrote 15 of them, but these are kind of the top mediocre of the 15. She was able to take all the childhood pain, parlay that into a successful movie, TV, and comedy career and become a multi-millionaire. We're both from Long Island. I was able to take all my childhood pain, turn that into more adult pain, failure, and bankruptcy. So I've been unemployed for the last 2 to 9 years. So I have a new hobby. I like watching reality shows. I love reality shows. I like watching Ice Road Truckers, Storage Wars, Porn Stars. I actually spent more time watching other people work than I've actually worked. So now I put it down on my resume that I've worked at these places as a supervisor. And in my free time, I just yell into really bad bars. I go, shut it down! Shut it down! This place is a pigsty. I love John Taffer from Bar Rescue. He's the best, isn't he? John Taffer. I want to hire John Taffer to fix my life, right? What does he do? Every show is the same, right? First he has to go in, humiliate the owner. They have to apologize, admit they're a complete failure. John, so if he came into me, John, please fix my life, I'm a complete failure. Evan, I'm not going to fix you, I just enjoy hearing you say that. After I beg him, please come back, fix me. This is what he says. He goes, Evan, you know what you need to fix your life? You need a one-touch POS system. You need a TurboTap system by USA TurboTap. John, these are things a bar needs. Shut up, Fatso, they're our sponsors. And at the end of the show, what do? Every single time, they change the name of the bar, right? Yeah. Like, look at you, Evan, you're disgusting. You haven't gotten laid since the mid-2000s somewhere. Mid to late, I don't know. It's been a while. We're going to change your name, Attract Women. And then the big reveal, Evan. I knocked that down. Now, Evan, your new name, Summer's Eve. I'm a douchebag? Exactly. And then he goes, my job is done here. Oh, God, this is nice. I'm gonna stay here. There's nice air conditioning here. Anybody have a place they're renting out? My landlord sold the house. These aren't jokes. Where do you live? Merrick? You have a finished basement?
Yeah.
All right. Is he renting it out?
That's good.
You renting it out? It's empty? Is it finished? All right. I see the fucking light. My fucking show. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm trying to get a place. You give me the fucking light. What's wrong with you? When can I move in? What are you charging me? What are you charging me? I'll give you half price for my shows. I almost said free. I'm gonna end on this. Take a picture of me, a poor Jew. It's kind of like a mythical creature. You'll try to show your friends, I saw a poor Jew, it won't come out. You're like, I saw one, it won't come out. You might as well call me a Junicorn. Or Jew Squash. I'm not going to leave the stage, it's nice and air conditioned. Please welcome back Onika McLean.